Have you ever felt like your own body is turning against you? Every morning begins with stiff knees. By afternoon, your energy seems to have slipped away with the sunlight. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Robert, a 74-year-old man from Kansas, once said, "I feel like I'm being left behind by my own legs." And maybe, like Robert, you've come to accept that fatigue, sluggishness, or sleepless nights are simply part of aging. But is that really true? The truth is, age is just a number, but strength, that's a choice. Sadly, many of us have let those numbers decide everything. How fast we walk, how well we sleep, even whether we still believe we have the strength to start again. And if you found yourself sitting for hours, avoiding the outdoors, skipping sleep, then those small habits may be quietly stealing away your joy for life. They don't storm in, they slip in like shadows, dulling your days until you forget the light you deserve. But you know what? Your body doesn't only listen to your age, it responds to what you do each day. Whether you're Mary from Texas, Thomas from Oregon, or anyone watching this right now, your strength, your clarity, your spirit, they're still there, just waiting to be awakened. Today, I invite you to begin again. You don't need an expensive gym. You don't need miracle pills. Just a few simple steps, done consistently, can begin a new journey, one of ease, strength, and dignity. If you believe you deserve to live healthy and free for as long as life allows, subscribe to LifeInWords and walk this journey with thousands of others. And listen closely, because with just 5 small changes, you can rewrite your later years into a gentle, resilient, radiant chapter. 1. Sleep like your health depends on it. Nightfall isn't just the end of a day, it's the moment your body begins to heal, quietly, gently, deeply. And yet, so many of us, like Eleanor, a 68-year-old from Pennsylvania, have grown used to restless nights. She said she would lie awake for hours, staring at the ceiling, thinking of little things, sometimes even crying softly, not for any specific reason, just worn out. If you've ever felt like Eleanor, take a moment now to listen to your body. Because sleep isn't laziness. It's not extra. It's not optional. It's a gift, a powerful one. One you have every right to treasure and protect. Imagine each night as a sacred space. Your cells begin to repair. Your heart slows. Your mind clears away the clutter of the day. Every hour of true rest is an act of healing. But it only happens if you prepare for it. Just like Harold, 72 years old from Colorado, who suffered years of insomnia but reclaimed his sleep with a few gentle changes. He turned off all screens an hour before bed, read a few pages of a book, lit a soft candle, breathed slowly, let the day go. It doesn't have to be complicated. Treat sleep like something sacred. A cool, dark, quiet room, a soft pillow, a peaceful mind. Over time, night after night, you'll feel stronger, clearer, more alive. Dr. Matthew Walker once said, "The longer we prioritize sleep, the longer our brains stay young." And you deserve that, not tomorrow, tonight. If you've ever struggled to sleep or still wake in the night, share your story in the comments. There's no shame here. We are here to heal together. And tonight, try one thing. Turn off the lights a little earlier. Welcome sleep like an old friend you've forgotten, and gently whisper to it, "Stay with me a little longer tonight." 2. Gentle movement, the silent shield against stillness. James, a 76-year-old man from Michigan, once said, "I don't even remember when I started sitting so much. One day, my legs just stopped listening to me." Have you ever felt that? Your body is still there, but its response is slow. Standing takes a few seconds longer. Every step feels heavier than the last. It doesn't happen all at once. It builds up, hour by hour, as you sit through television shows, skip little walks, or tell yourself, maybe tomorrow. That's how stillness slowly takes over. But movement gentle, regular movement is what keeps your body alive. You don't need to run. You don't need machines. Just stand up. Stretch your arms, roll your shoulders, tap your toes. Get the blood flowing. Wake up the joints. Remind your body it still knows how to move. Like Linda, 70 years old from Vermont. Every hour, she stands up and walks for just a minute or two. She calls it waking the body. And in those few moments, she feels time pause. She feels in control. You can do the same, right now. Stand up from your chair, lift your arms like you're greeting the morning sun, rise onto your toes, feel the muscles in your legs say hello. Make a promise to yourself. Every hour, just 2 minutes of movement. It might be marching in place, or reaching to the ceiling, or walking to the porch. But those little movements, they're not little at all. They're signs that you are still here, still capable, still choosing life. If you've tried this already, or want to start, let me know in the comments. What does your body feel when you move? Because your story might help someone take their very first step today. And remember, your legs were not made to rest. They were made to carry you forward. Even if it's just around the room, even if it's only a few slow steps, each one says, I'm still going, I'm still here. 3, sunlight, the forgotten free medicine. There is something that's always there. Every morning when you wake up, quiet, steady, waiting for you to come outside and feel it. It's sunlight. And yet, for many years, we've learned to avoid it. Susan, 73 from Florida, once told me, I used to think that at my age, I should stay out of the sun. I was worried about my skin, my blood pressure. But one morning, I stepped out onto my porch at sunrise, and something changed. I felt calm. My arms felt lighter. Something inside me came alive again. Morning sunlight isn't just something nice to look at. It's medicine. Free, natural medicine. It resets your inner clock. It lifts your mood. It helps your bones and gives you strength from the inside out. All it takes is 10 to 15 minutes a day. You don't have to go far. Just take your coffee outside. Step into your backyard. Let your skin feel the morning air. Do you remember the last time you let the sun touch your face? David, 78 from California, started this simple habit. He walks outside for a few minutes each morning. Since then, he sleeps better. His mind feels clearer. And strangely, he says, he feels less alone. That's what sunlight does. It doesn't just warm your skin, it warms your spirit. It gently tells you, you are still here. Try it tomorrow. Wake up, step outside, close your eyes, breathe in deep, let the sunlight kiss your cheeks. Let it remind you that today is yours, that your life still matters, that healing can start with something as simple as standing still in the morning light. If you've ever had a moment like this, or want to try it for the first time, share your story in the comments. When do you go outside? What do you feel when the light touches your skin? Your small story might give someone else a reason to open the door tomorrow morning. The sun does not care about your age. It never judges. It only waits. And when you come out, it wraps you in its arms like an old friend who never left. 4. Legs, the foundation of freedom and dignity. Your legs are not just tools to move you. They are symbols of independence, of pride, of strength. They carried you through every chapter of life, and they're still here, ready to carry you further. But sometimes we forget to honor them. Frank, 75 from Ohio, used to walk every morning. Then came a long illness, and one day, he started hesitating before getting up. Stairs felt taller, steps felt uncertain. He said, "I'm not afraid of falling. I'm afraid of needing someone to pick me up." That fear, the quiet fear of losing control, keeps many older adults from moving. But the truth is, your legs don't grow weak because of age. They grow weak when we stop using them. Strength doesn't come from intensity, it comes from intention. Simple movements are enough. Standing up from a chair without using your hands, rising onto your toes by the kitchen sink, balancing on one foot while brushing your teeth. Nancy, 71 from Utah, does light squats every morning by her kitchen counter. "At first, I felt silly," she said, laughing. "But now I can go up the porch steps without holding the rail, and I feel like myself again." You can start today. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Lower your body like you're about to sit. Then rise again. Do this slowly, gently, just a few times. Feel the muscles in your legs wake up. They're still there, still strong, still yours. If you've tried something like this, or are ready to start, tell me in the comments. Your small practice could be a big inspiration for someone else. Every time you stand up on your own, climb a step without help, walk across the room with steady feet, you are reclaiming something sacred. That is dignity, and no number on a calendar can take it away from you. 5. Yoga and Tai Chi, the gentle power of aging. Not all movement needs to be fast. Not all exercise is about strength. Sometimes it's about listening, slowing down, and feeling deeply. That's where yoga and Tai Chi come in. Soft, intentional, healing. Martha, 69 from Oregon, said, "The first time I tried yoga, I didn't get it. But after a few days, I realized I was learning to breathe, truly breathe, and that changed everything." Many believe yoga or Tai Chi is just for the young, but it's often those of us in later years who need it most. Not to twist into fancy shapes, but to reconnect, to move with awareness, and to trust our bodies again. The movements are gentle. The arms rise like the morning sun. The spine twists like a calm river. The knees bend like bamboo swaying in the breeze. Carl, 80 from Arizona, spends 10 quiet minutes each morning practicing Tai Chi on his porch. "It's not about doing much," he said. "It's about doing something every day." Yoga and Tai Chi won't just make you more flexible, they'll make you more centered. They teach you to be still inside, even when the world feels loud. You don't need a studio or expensive class, a simple online video, a quiet space in your home, and the willingness to try. If you've ever practiced yoga or Tai Chi or are curious, leave a comment. What did you notice in your body or in your breath? Each soft movement you make today is a step toward stability, toward peace, toward self-trust. You don't need to move fast. You just need to keep moving your way. Conclusion: a new journey begins with one small step. So here we are. We've walked through 5 things that may seem simple, but they hold the power to change how you experience aging. You don't have to do them all at once. Just choose one, only one. Maybe tonight, you go to bed a little earlier. Maybe tomorrow morning, you step outside to feel the sun. Maybe you stand up now and lift your arms gently to the sky. Helen, 77 from North Carolina, started with just a cup of warm water and a few minutes of deep breathing by her window each morning. "That's all," she said, "but I feel like a different person, calmer, clearer, and ready to live." You can be like Helen. You don't need a dramatic change. You don't need to fix everything in one day. One quiet choice, done with care, done again tomorrow. That is where a new chapter begins. If you're still unsure, close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. You wake up with steadier legs. You take a deep breath, and your heart feels light. You look in the mirror and see a quiet glow in your eyes, the light of someone who did not give up. And if that's something your heart longs for, then please don't walk alone. Subscribe to Life in Words. This is where we take small steps together, where growing older doesn't mean fading away. It means living more deeply, more gently, and more fully. If you're still listening now, I believe there is a quiet flame inside you. Keep it. Feed it with slow breaths, steady movements, and kind choices. Because age does not take your strength, it invites you to live with more grace, to love your body as it is, to rise with softness, and to move through the world with dignity. This is your time, and it begins with one small step.